about love. We have a whole new series now of wonderful up close and personal interviews with women who have completely transformed their lives. And it's so exciting. It's so amazing. And this is to celebrate the launch of the new book, Love in 90 Days. And our very first interviewee is the awesome, amazing love mentor, dating coach, Joyelle Shepherd. Welcome, Joyelle.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
I wish I could see you. But I can hear you, so that's good. So yeah, I really want to hear about how Love in 90 Days transformed your life, how it helped you. So I thought, maybe you could start by telling us a little bit about what your dating life was before you used the program.
I so wanted love in my life, and I wasn't very successful at it at all. I went between the crumbs pattern and I'll make you pattern to the hermit pattern, and back and around we go, Mm-hmm. And I so wanted love. And when I found Love in 90 Days, the book, because one of my dear friends told me about it, I just consumed it, read it cover to cover as quick as I could. It was life-changing, and I am so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for the new version. Thank you, the updated version.
Thank you. Now, for those of you who haven't read the book, Joyelle's referring to these deadly dating patterns that we talk about, and these are unconscious repetitive patterns that we all tend to repeat that, wind up where we're shooting ourselves in the foot. And she mentioned the crumbs pattern. This is now also known as breadcrumbing in the popular dating jargon. And this is, really kind of settling for sporadic contact, or someone giving you a little bit of attention, but they're not really giving you a lot of attention. She also mentioned, I'll make you love me. This is often when you meet somebody and they don't seem to be that into you, but you're going to be amazing and wonderful, and you're somehow going to make them love you. And then the other pattern was the hermit. The hermit, of course, is hanging out and not getting out there, and maybe into work or into other activities, but really not getting out there and meeting guys. And these are very common patterns. I had them also when I was dating, had all those patterns, but they can be very difficult to break those patterns. So Joyelle, how did you break those patterns?
Oh my goodness. Well, first off, I want to say how inspiring your book is and your writing is, and how I found hope and possibility in them. How it was like, oh, I really can change this. I can change my life. I can really have love. It was such a blessing to me. And some of the things that really worked for me was the diamond self-work, is really shifting who I was being, how I was thinking, how I was feeling. I definitely use diamond self because I feel like it's who I learned to be from my family and life experiences, and was kind of limited. It was, oh, I only get crumbs. That's what I get. And that's not the real truth. So diamond self worked, learning my TTLC needs, really learning what I needed to feel loved, and that those were possible. And then also it helped me a lot to know the dud stud field report, to really be able to observe a guy and see if he was worth my time or if I could take him seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those you're hitting on the most powerful points of change. They're very powerful. The diamond self-work that Joyle's mentioning has to do with transforming your sense of self. You know, we feel like we have a static sense of self. This is me. This is how I've always been. This is just the way I am. You know, and it's often got some negatives around it. And in the diamond self-work, you actually don't need to be in that static sense of self. You can actually deliberately change the neural pathways of your identity. And part of the way you do that, which is really fun, is by giving yourself a nickname. So would you could you share your diamond self nickname? I mean, or what was it at that time?
Dancing Goddess of Love.
Woo! Dancing Goddess of Love. Now, was that easy for you to have that name?
It was, because dancing, I found joy and love within myself when I was dancing. And so that one was. It didn't always translate to dating, but then I knew what it felt like to be the dancing goddess of love when I was dancing. So then I could pull it into the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. That is awesome. Sometimes it's not so easy to do, you know. I mean, giving yourself that diamond self nickname, you know, and there are, you know, you really want to run with that ball and have fun and play with it, and don't hide your light under a bushel basket, but really, you know, be whoever you want to be. Just so extraordinary, you could be whoever you want to be. Thank God. You know, and some of the nicknames that women have used, you know, are like Saucy Minx, Vivacious Vixen, Beloved Mighty Ice, Goddess of Infinite Love, you know, so the sky's the limit with the diamond self. Even if you're not feeling it, like I usually say when we do these live shows, you know, even if you're not feeling it, you just play with it and can get there. So that's very cool. And then you mentioned TTLC needs. Tell us about that.
Well, I didn't, you know, I've done personal growth work for a long time. I've been a coach for a long time, but the way you lay out the TTLC needs, I didn't realize that being chosen was so important. I mean, you can see it looking at my deadly dating patterns, right? But it's like being chosen. That was a possibility. I read it in black and white in the book. Like, wow, I could be chosen. Oh my gosh. And that was so important. The it was so empowering to feel like, oh, I have a right to these needs. These are human needs. Everybody has these needs. I have a right to these. Oh, wow. Yay.
Yes, beautiful. Yes, 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 yes. I mean, you know, as women, we're always feeling like we're supposed to be taking care of everybody else. We're supposed to be putting out, you know, all the time. The energy's going out, the caretaking's going out, and it doesn't go in. And sometimes you don't even know what you need. You know, you're so used to taking care of everybody else, that is so powerful to understand that. You know, and I love that phrase, choose to be chosen.
Yeah.
I want to say it again, choose to be chosen, choose to be chosen. That sounds like you really went into that mode. It actually gives me the chills. That gives me the chills talking about that, that you went into that mode, you know, of choose to be chosen. And I want to hear about the moment when you met him.
Oh, well, what was really fun with my husband, my beloved soulmate husband, is that I had known him for a few years socially.
Oh, wow. So the magic happened that way. Wow.
Yeah. It was when I finally got connected to my diamond self, I finally got connected to my TTLC needs. That's when things shifted for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I could see him. And I actually knew him because we did dance together.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I kind of had those blinders up and the hermit blinders. I mean, he kind of showed interest in me, but I never responded. I never saw it. I mean, looking back, I can see how he showed interest in me. But at the time, I couldn't see it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that just goes to show you how powerful those deadly dating patterns are. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how powerful they're really unconscious. They're really, really unconscious, you know. The only way you can really see that you're in a deadly pattern is that it keeps repeating. It's like, oh God, I feel like crap again. I feel terrible again. It's exactly the same thing. You know, it's another loneliness. It's another big abandonment feeling. It's another sense of disappointment. And what is it? You know, what's going on here? And then when you identify them, you can really break through and free yourself. And you know, there's a magic in having that diamond self name. There's a magic. I want to hear a little bit more about what it was like for you having that diamond self name.
It was a place of dancing in joy and love in my heart. It opened my heart up.
Wow.
It gave me a sense of dancing through my life. I'd even danced with my husband before we dated and always had fun dancing with him, but never thought anything about it. Those patterns, right? And so it was letting myself feel that possibility of love and letting myself claim it for myself, choose it for myself, as you said.
Yes.
And I just stayed in that place as much as I could when I was with him. I still had nervousness and I still had, really? Me? You know, and I would just do I would do my affirmations, I'd do the diamond self work.
That's awesome.
It's so beautiful work. You know, when I was thinking about this, you have this beautiful exercise in the book called The Right Time to Believe in Love. I did that one too. And that was very, very helpful for me and my diamond self and getting me out of my patterns.
Yeah, that exercise is interesting. You guys who are watching might want to do it. You alternate between saying this is the right time to believe in love, and then you put reasons why it's not not the right time, and then alternate with reasons why it is the right time to believe in love, until you get back and forth between feelings why not and feelings why it is, until you finally go into a full-blown experience of this is the right time to believe in love. And then it becomes a living affirmation, you know, because we have a lot of unconscious thoughts about, you know, oh, well, there's no good men out there now. I'm too old now. I'm too fat now. I'm too crazy now, you know, or whatever it is. I'm too hurt now, and it's not the right time. And these can keep you from seeing love that's even right in front of your face. Like Joyelle had love right in front of her, but it can stop you from actually seeing that that love that's there. So it's very powerful, very, very powerful to do that kind of an exercise, because this is the right time to believe in love.
Now is the right time to believe in love.
That's right. Right, right, right. So, yeah, so that's awesome. That's awesome. So, is there anything else you want to share now that we hopefully have made this Facebook Live interview work?
Yay! Just how much I've seen this work. I mean, I'm so grateful personally for the book, the teaching, the work, and then I'm also so grateful to be a love mentor and to be a dating coach and to use this work to see my magnificent, amazing clients grow into their own love. One of my clients just got engaged over the holidays. It's so, I know, yay. Yeah. It's such a joy to share this love with my clients, to see them grow, to see them embrace love in their lives. Such a joy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, your work is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, you really ran with the ball here with this, and it's great. It's really, really great. So anything else before we wrap up?
No, just lots of gratitude, and that everybody can have love. This everybody can have love.
Yeah, yeah. Even if you're not feeling it.
Even if you're not feeling it, even if you don't believe it, you can have love.
Yeah. Well, thank you for a beautiful interview. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the work you've done and on yourself and for so many other people. It's a beautiful and amazing and blessed thing to see. Thank you so much. And you guys are watching, you know, I did want to tell you that the new anniversary edition of Love in 90 Days now comes with $1,000 in bonus gifts from actually over 35 beauty and love experts there to celebrate this book coming out. So I'm really thrilled. And if you want to take advantage of that, just go to lovein90days.com. That's my website, lovein90days.com. And you can click at the top. You'll see kind of in the top there, it says $1,000 in bonus gifts. Just click on that and it'll walk you through how to buy your book and get your gifts. They're amazing gifts. I mean, they're amazing. When those gifts started pouring in, I was like, oh, wow, I want these. It's like so many things. But it's a big celebration. It's a really big celebration. And so thank you for joining us. Come join me again for another Facebook Live at 2 p.m. Hopefully everything will work on Thursday Eastern. That's Eastern on 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's on my Facebook page, Dating to True Love Mentor. And for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, if you like the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. And we're going to end here. Thank you again, Joyelle. And thank you for joining us. Take care.